Remember the questions are in your text. And we're going to start with Belen. Okay, Belen? Are you ready?
Yes, miss.
Okay, here we go. Okay, Belen, question 5. It says, what do individuals in human small swarms have to do?
Well, I put like work in groups and know how to work in groups together.
Huh? And how is this way to work in groups?
Maybe to well in the reading it says like one the group has a leader, so like in a group there can be one or more than a leader.
Okay, Belen, thank you so much. Let's going to continue. Please. Ageda is present? No yet. No? Okay.
Yes, yes,
Okay. Yes. I listen her voice. Ageda?
yes.
Yes. So I'm going to put the question, okay? Okay, question number 4, Ageda. How do humans use swarm intelligence?
I think that humans use swarm intelligence when they want to reach a consensus, and especially when they work in groups, so they can be like they can respect others' opinion and take in how can I say they can reach a consensus and to have better results in whatever they want. I don't know.
Okay, do you consider they take roles?
Yes, but I think that in this case it is more like equal because it depends. If they have a leader, I think that he will lead. But most of the time, if I am in the group of work group, um, and we all give our opinions and what we want to do, and that's how everyone
Okay, so
should.
you mentioned one important thing, it's leadership, yes? Why do you consider we as humans got besides the idea of the animals, no? In this case, the ants. We observe the ants as an example of leadership, and we try to compare with humans. That is the question when we say, how do humans use a swarm intelligence about this?
What the answer, the question
The
was?
question is about leadership. You mentioned about leadership. How can you consider that this swarm intelligence that we observe in animals can we obtain or we obtain from these animals? In the reading, they try to explain.
The
The concept of leadership. You point out leadership. How can we obtain from animals this idea?
like in the case of ants.
Okay, could be the case of ants. Okay,
Yeah,
how is it?
they the queen. I don't know if there's a name.
Mhm.
That it like everyone works for her, but also, but it is like for the benefit of all. But she like leads.
Mhm. And do you consider it's quite similar to humans? Yes, we have a leader and everybody works for this, or not?
No, or yes, yes, but no, miss.
Okay,
It's
I would like to.
difficult because it's there are different cases, so I can answer like one.
Okay. For example, I work for someone and that is the leader. Do you think can be adopted? The leadership of
A leader is a person, is not a person that decides everything.
Mhm.
Is
So,
that is not the leader.
so as the
So
swarm intelligence mentioned, you can conclude a swarm
that we can
intelligence.
that we have to work in groups.
But as you can see, also ants, they have their own instinct to do what they consider is the right or the wrong. As humans, as you said, the leader, it's not the only one who can design for others. Each person design for own benefits, no? Or what they consider is the objective. Okay, thank you. Let's move on. Hime. Just a second, I have someone in the chat. Okay, Ariana del Águila, I read your comment through the chat. Thank you so much.
Okay, Miss, thank you.
Jimena, ready for your question, Jimena? Jimena, the same question to your previous friend. How do humans use swarm intelligence?
It's number 4, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Farm intelligence improves a lot things in the decisions that we make day by, and it helps us to have another point of view, as I said in the last class that I answered this question to.
Thank you so much, Jimenita. Let's going to continue. Nicole. Also, question number 4, Nicole. How do humans use swarm intelligence?
Like my other classmate says that the swarm intelligence is used because a group of people or a team need a leader to make a consensus, to make an official decision for something, or just like that.
Just like that. Okay, thank you, Nico. Let's going to continue. Please, Gerardo Abel. Abel, question number 5. How do individuals in human smart swarms have to do? Abel? He vanished? He's not in the room? Okay, unfortunately, I think he vanished from the session. Okay, let's going to continue with the next student. We have Ariana del Águila. Okay, Arenita, here is your question. Okay, Ariana. Question 4.
Also, I agree with the comments that my other classmates say, because I can compare this smart swarm that ants use with humans in the moment that they like work in groups and join themselves to work together, because they can work better also. And yes, this.
Just like this. Okay, thank you so much. Let's continue. Danny. Let's continue with Danny. Just a second. Okay, Danny, I'm going to Okay, question number 3, Danny. How does swarm intelligence help or benefit animals?
For example, when animals work in groups, whether it's like a flock or a school or a herd, their chances of detecting predators or finding food or locating a mate or even following a migration route like increase.
So you mentioned about those kind of benefits, no? When they are with the predators or by finding food or with the nest also. Yes, very good, Danny. Do you consider humans, Danny, needs to learn or obtain things like this from this kind of animals? Like this kind of concept will benefit not only animals, also humans?
Yes, I think that first we need to understand the importance of collective intelligence because, as the meaning of the smart swarm says, crowds tend to be wise only if individual members act responsibly and make their own decisions. We have to rely on the members of our groups in order to achieve what we want to achieve.
Okay, achieve what we work to achieve. Okay, thank you, Danny. Daphne Garcia. Are you ready for your question, Daphne?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, Daphne. Here we go. Question 4, Daphne. How do humans use swarm intelligence? Sorry, Daphne, you need to turn on your microphone. Yes. Now,
With collective use of the internet, now many people have the opportunity to think together in ways we never imagined before. As Thomas Malone said in the next, nobody knows everything, but if we work collectively, we can achieve a better knowledge of every subject.
very good, Daphne. Also, I think you complement your idea with some important researcher, yes, that you name in your explanation. Thank you, Daphne. Let's continue. Sophie. Sophie, question 5. According to you, what do individuals in human smart swarms have to do?
I put that, for example, when we are in a teamwork, I think that the functions should always be complement and never leave like the word to one. So as there will be delays and also conflicts in the team.
So we have to make a balance, try to find the best agreement in order to benefit all the members in the team. Very good. Well, it's really hard, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know if you face this during your experience through a school, but I think it's more visual when you start working, yes, or when you want to accomplish just as a result, you know, in a team, a competition, in a goal. You know, that would be really, really necessary. Thank you, Sophie. Luciana. Let's see, Luciana, what is your score? Question 4. How do humans use swarm intelligence, Luciana?
I also agree with, I think it was Ariana Jimena, but I also think that we can use it as a reference for new technology, like disarmament.
Yes, that would be nice, no? As a new technology, as the reading mentioned, these humanoids. These kind of robots, no? These robots. Thank you, Luciana. Camilita Lara. Let's start, Camilita Lara. Question 2, Camila Lara. It says, how can understanding smart swarms affect technology?
Well, I believe that technology help us understand what swarm intelligence is. Since animals will not stop being what they are or their nature, we don't have the right to change. So I just think that the technology help us to do example maybe of what swarm intelligence is. Just that.
Just that. That is really effective, no? When we want to involve, no, participants by doing something. And it's really, really hard, but we try, as we said, we try. Okay, Cami, thank you so much. Arturo.
Yeah.
Question 3, Arturo. How does swarm intelligence help animals?
Okay. Well, it's all about cooperation between all the partners in the group. When each one cooperates, they can do more than when they are individually. So cooperating, they progress. They make a lot more progress than alone.
Very good. Thank you, Arturo. Arturo. Let's going to continue. Abel Custodio. Abel Custodio. Abelito. Yes, Abel. We are going to start with the question, okay? Be ready. Don't
Okay.
disappear, please. Let's continue with your question, okay? Lucky, huh? You were lucky. Today is your day, I think so. What do individuals in human smart swarms have to do?
Miss, can I do it the fourth?
No, my friend, you have question number 5. You have to be prepared for all these questions. So number 5 is your question.
Miss, I don't have the number 5.
What do you mean you don't have the number 5?
I have all of them, not the number 5.
Okay. But you know what it's the swarm intelligence, yes?
Uh,
What is the concept of smart swarms according to the reading? What have you understood? What is smart swarm?
maybe when an example of smart swarms is like the ants, they have a teamwork. So in the book say that when they are in groups, they have a kind of power.
Okay. So based on this concept that you provide me, Abel, direct your questions on humans. You tell me about ants, no? You tell me this concept, this idea, yeah. How this concept can be adapted into humans.
The architects,
How?
yes,
How?
the archi the architects,
The architects. Okay, so how can architects can work in that way?
they work together with the engineer
Engineers, okay,
and they do the teamwork.
in a teamwork, no? They have to discuss ideas with the engineer, no? And with the workers also, no? Because he guides them as
Yes.
a great leader. Okay, thank you, Abel. Let's continue. Eduardo. Eduardo. Are you ready, Eduardo? Eduardo.
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Eduardo, you're lucky. You're the only one who is going to respond. What is the main idea of swarm, smart swarm? And you have to tell me one example.
Yeah, the main idea will be to talk about the benefits of teamwork and coordination and demonstrating the intelligence of animals, preferring works together for improve the efficiency.
Okay, for
An
improving.
example, yes, an example of intelligence one that will be the butterflies or birds.
Okay. Can you be precise how butterflies or birds, in this case pigeons, explain this concept, what they do?
The monarch butterfly,
Huh?
they fly together for the for different things.
Uh-huh. Very good, Eduardito. Very good. Okay, guys. So we have now a task to revise. I will ask you to open, please, Kahoot. We finish with the oral explanation and we are going to practice one of the ideas that is related about our main concern, that was language for writing. Also, in your book, no, we have these ideas about explaining, okay? So if you register that part, we have already covered what is the section of writing, no? So in this section on page 112, we revise the idea of concepts. We summarize the main idea from the knowledge of this reading, and etc. So after you fill in the chart, it's a task that says the writing task. Obviously, we are not going to focus on this because I'm not planning to torture you related about the writing, okay? We are going to continue just with some ideas, yes, that we practice on language for writing and summarizing. So that's why I said we are going to continue with the second part. Let's going to revise some synonyms, okay, before doing the Kahoot game, okay? Check from these verbs which is the best suitable for this. Circle, please. I'm going to call one by one, okay? I don't know if someone can report probably that you don't have the book. I put the screen, but in cases you don't have the book, I have to remind you that it's necessary, okay? So let's going to start. Number one, please, Leticia, what do you think is the answer? The writer?
The writer suggests us to take immediate action on this critical issue.
Thank you so much. Suggest us, no? One of the things you have to remind also, guys, is that there are some verbs, remember that I put it in the consolidation last quarter about that week of reinforcement, that there are some verbs that go with followed by infinitive, followed by gerund, and followed by vice versa, both of them, okay? So suggest belongs to the group that goes with infinitive too, no? So let's going to continue. Number two, please, Nicole.
Yes, Miss.
What is the answer in number two? Colbert.
Miss, can I see the options, please?
Sure.
Colbert discusses the causes of deforestation in Great Death.
Okay, thank you so much. Discusses. Number three, please, Camila Navarrete.
The author argues some of the ideas.
Okay, argues. Argues, and it's author. Remember, AU is pronounced O. Author, automobile, authentic, etc., etc. Number four, Diego. There has been decades of concern for tigers, but Alexander. Dieguito.
Yeah, I'm here. Wait, Miss,
Okay.
please.
Okay. I put the alternative too. Okay.
Okay. Miss. Questions?
Okay, thank you. And number 5, but not least, Eduardo, the writer.
Provides.
Yes, in this case, claim, it's followed by that, no? It's not for claim. Because here we have what? An evidence, no? An evidence to
¿Tienes hoy
support.
día clases en la noche, en la tarde?
Okay, Dieguito, can you turn off the microphone? Thank you so much. So we're going to check all answers, okay? Very good. Just number 3, we need a number 1. We have an error, okay? In this case, we are talking about something that the writer needs to do, no needs to suggest, no? Urges us to take urgent actions on these critical issues. It's not a suggestion, no? And in number 3, disputes some ideas. The other alternative they put, it's something that it's not about the context, no? For example, the author argues some ideas for put forward by other historians, no? And argue, it's another verb that follow with infinitive. Okay, so that's why it's not suitable here. So here in this part, we have to follow some steps about what is a swarm intelligence, what is the topic sentence in number 2. It's something that we have done probably in our graphic organizer, remember? In our graphic organizer, we did this. So let's go to revise this summary about the main idea. Please go to page 114. 114. And let's go into revise this essay. Please, I would like that you focus on the class, stop checking your mobiles, and focus with the exercise, okay? Let's stop using your mobiles and focus in the class. Here we have a draft about the reading A Cry for the Tiger that it was in unit number 2. We need to follow the steps to create a better second draft. But first, we need to analyze which 2 body paragraphs are in the wrong order. We have to delete an important detail in paragraph C and choose the best final sentence to conclusion. That it means the letters A, B, and C. So please work on this activity. Okay, let's going to start with the easiest one. Which of these sentences do you think it's followed at the end? A, B, or C? Who will answer this question? Which of these sentences will go here for final conclusion? Here we have people through the chat answering this. Letter B, some people says. Some people say letter A. Okay. Okay, guys, so that pages, we are going to provide the answer next class. So we are going to continue by Monday by doing this. I close just the evaluation with these activities. And you're going to see through the weekend the idea of your grades by web. If you appear with SN, it means it's missing one task or evaluation in my ELT. Please, Eduardo, Abel, no? Daphne, I sent a message